guy sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of DragonCon, the podcast that's probably about 20 years past the time it should have changed its theme song. And joining me, as always, is Leigh. Leigh, how you doing?
I'm good. Maybe we should, but the one thing I thought was funny was drop on your
Maybe
face.
18 years.
20. I was like, drop on your face and give me 20. And I'm like, wait a minute, 20 what? Like, we're not doing
Those are called
push-ups.
push-ups, Leigh.
No, I don't believe in those. Those are bad.
Yeah, I know. This theme song has been with us since, before 50 days or 40 days at the time DragonCon even existed.
Right.
It was back with the old Unique Geek podcast. It's been around for a long time, and that goes back circa 2005-06, something like that. So
And
it's probably
awesome.
time that we changed it, because even I hear it and I go, that's
I know
not
all those
even
words now.
necessary. Some of it is not on theme, but whatever. Hey, what were we talking about?
Okay,
Leigh,
well,
you're here for something.
I'm here. Yeah, and we're going to talk about DragonCon, but one of the things I want to tell you, and I want to thank Zan, Eternal Zan, who's kind of, I don't want to say our intern, but maybe, I don't know, reporter, inside information as much as possible.
Sorry.
I just broke Johnny off.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, so I wanted to
Not
let
COVID.
people know- not COVID. No, just can't swallow appropriately as an adult. That's just embarrassing, and I do it all the time. So
Also, we just got demonetized. Go on.
demonetized. We did.
Never mind. Go on. Those are no. Go.
Okay, don't know what you're talking about. Do want to talk about something Zan wanted to make sure is under workshop section of DragonCon. It'll be under the things to do, and there'll be workshops there. You can buy a photo op to raise money for the DragonCon charity, which is Cure Childhood Cancer this year. And it's $20, and you can get a picture with the original DragonCon carpet. You could also maybe with the trash can trashy. My understanding is that there is also, hold on, I'm going to let you know, there's a fee there. Yeah, so it's a free photo op memorial for Marriott carpet, trashy, and the postcard, because you don't get a part anymore. So they will have that if you want to give $20 and get a picture on something that looks like the DragonCon rugs, carpet. Come on and do it. So that would be fun. So there's one thing there. And then this I found interesting. Okay, so first of all, right now on the DragonCon store, you can buy shirts and stuff. Okay, they're very limited. There is a limited quality. I already got one because I loves me some long sleeve shirts. So we got that. But there's going to be 2 exclusive shirts this year. And boy, oh boy, am I going to be like on it. One of them is going to be, there's going to be one from the Sheraton. And then there's going to be
There's no such thing as a Sheraton.
I'm sorry. The Atlanta Courtyard, right?
Oh, thank you.
No.
Now I know what you're talking about. I had no idea what you were saying. You mean Cortland, Marriott, Express,
Right.
Divine Hotel Suite.
Yeah, right. Whatever. So on Thursday,
What used to be called the Sheraton is basically what we're saying.
Sheraton. Yeah, the one you got to go really outside and actually see the day ball or see nighttime. So yay!
Steve made it. There we go.
Yeah, we're glad Steve is here. Hi, Stevie. It is the Courtyard Grand. That is correct. And what will be happening there is they'll have their own shirt, and they open on Thursday, and there's going to be a limited number, folks. Limited. So if you want to do that, you got to do that. Then on Friday, when the Marriott opens, there's going to be another exclusive shirt. So there are 2 DragonCon official shirts this year. And one's going to be from the, I've got it written here, Courtyard Grand, and where you register. And then the other one is going to be at the Marriott. So this will be a lot of fun, I think.
So DragonCon officially has Chase pop figures now, or has gone the path of creating special. Okay, just so we're all clear, what is happening here?
It's just T-shirts right now, and as I said,
it'll eventually be stuffed dragons.
I know.
They'll have Chase on. They'll be up on eBay 10 minutes later, being sold for $100 more.
Yeah. Very possible, but we don't want to do that. But it's just really cool and it's fun. And if you like different T-shirts, hey, I don't know about you, but I of course need more shirts that say DragonCon on them, as I'm wearing one right now.
I surprisingly only have a couple. I don't have that many. Yeah. I've not really,
Well, I guess it was, your friend Serve who used to come down and he would bring a online bag, right? He would not check luggage. He would have a bag with underwear and shorts and socks, but then he would come here, go through the dealer's room, and buy all his shirts for the week.
Correct. That's exactly what he would do. Yep. He was buying it there.
And he was buying them there. So that's really good. One thing, but John, your friend Serve, we miss him. I miss Serve. You know why?
Why?
First of all, he has a really cute kid and a wonderful wife. But other than the reason is, Serve and I could talk about books, and I can't talk about books with you.
No, not very.
Because you don't
much.
read books.
I don't read books that much. No, not of the variety that
other
that's of
people
interest
do.
to anybody.
Yeah,
mostly manuals and things like that I like.
I mean, how to do all that data
programming books
stuff.
And things like that. Yeah.
Are those fun?
Data warehousing.
Are those
they're exciting. I can't contain myself when I'm reading them. But I think Sue, our guest, reads
we got them.
Manuals, right? That's all. Your track is called DragonCon's technical and white paper.
Oh yeah, we cover those.
Science.
We also cover other things.
Okay, so this is
what is it that she actually does?
She does. Sue is the track director. John, you are just having way too much fun today. She is the track director for the science fiction literature track at DragonCon, and we're so glad Sarah is. Hi, everybody who's in the audience, but we're so glad Sue's here. Hi, Sue.
Hi, Leigh. Hi, John.
I don't see you as much anymore. I miss you.
I know. We missed you.
I miss you too. So now, okay. I always have to get exactly your name right because you are the science fiction literature one. What? There are different literature tracks.
You're the science fiction literature one, aren't you?
Yeah, you're the science fiction literature track. So what are the other tracks, and why did you guys kind of like spread apart more than? So yeah.
And what does your track cover?
And what is your track cover? There we go.
My track covers books and literature that is based on science. That's totally science fiction. We do cover other things too, but supposedly it's only that's like extrapolated from current science or written based on the things we know right now.
Okay. Well, there we go.
What might happen later if based on that knowledge.
Yeah, hopefully in the future when our AI overlords have us, we will all still be able to read books. John, you'll have all this open time when the AI overlords come.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to read.
I kind of have free time now. What else do you need? My commander chat GPT. What is it that you want from me now?
What must I do? Okay, so but there are other literature tracks. I know there's fantasy. Is that correct? And then there is one on you go. You know them better than I do.
Fantasy, urban fantasy, alternate history, which covers other things than just books. They and let's see what else have we got. Horror.
Yep, horror does talk about books. They do.
Yeah, they do.
And a lot of the other tracks that like Star Trek and Star Wars and even X track, they'll talk about the books that they may have. No, that's good. That's fine. Right.
Indeed,
so there's that.
They're not totally focused on books.
Right. So there are those. And then there's the alt history. So there's like really kind of 4 for y'all, but that's good. So this is just awesome. And it's always so great. I always learn so much. So I really want some recs at the end of this on what we want. But so what are some of the things that you're like really excited about right now? Because and first of all, as we say, we are a month and a couple of days. It'll tell me right here if you'll give me just a second. We are, I'm going back to the original DragonCon home. Give me a second. And we are like some number of days. John, any idea? It's taking me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm right on top of it. I'm always constantly aware of the time, and it's 33 days as in 43 minutes and 6 seconds as of this recording.
5, 4, yeah. But so soon, not to do that. But so all of this is subject to change, even days, even the little bit that we're talking about. Maybe something will get added. So what are some of the things you're really excited about right now?
Are we talking on my track? Or
yes, we're talking about, oh, I'm sorry, your track right now, and then we'll talk about everything else.
Okay. My, what I like a lot right now is they're doing a showcase signing. Each of the tracks can pick a panel. And after that panel, those panelists will go directly to the autograph section in the Westin.
Oh, wow. Yep, because where are you located? I think
we are in the Hyatt.
You are in the Hyatt, so that's a block away. International Tower, that's a block away, so all good. Wow. So who are you? I mean, that's really cool. Immediately you get to go follow them from watching them and asking them questions and signing. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think Regina and Dave mentioned that there was now a dedicated author signing area as opposed to, because everyone got confused of where to go. Or do we go to someone's booth? Do we go blah 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 blah? So,
yep, great. There we go. So very cool, very cool. That is awesome. So do you know who's going to be on your panel yet?
Right now, the panel I chose was How Much Science is Too Much. In the
okay, I like that name. And How Much Science is Too Much.
I got Joelle Presby, which we'll talk about later. Joelle Presby, she wrote a science fiction book called The Dabare Snake Launcher, which I happen to have nominated for a dragon.
Yeah, we're talking about the DragonCon.
It's brilliant. It's set in West Africa and is about building kind of a space elevator.
Okay.
But it's
kind
really cool. Yeah. She lived out there for a while, so she knows the area and she knows the culture.
Yeah, I've visited parts of West Africa. It's beautiful and the people are amazing, but yeah, it's also very different than our little lives here sometimes. So
and
very cool.
Les Johnson is going to be on it.
Oh,
I don't know if you know Les. He's a friend, but he's also works for NASA.
Yep. And I remember that part because I remember us talking about it last time. Yeah. So
yeah. I've got Jack Campbell, who writes the Lost Fleet. I think it's the Lost Fleet series. And Robert E. Hampson. Also known as Speaker to Lab Animals.
Speaker to. Okay, now you got to explain that one.
Rob, on the Baines Bar, Rob does. How do I explain this?
Well, if you can't, we certainly can't.
He's a neuroscientist.
Oh wow! Okay.
And he was working at one point on helping people with Alzheimer's and so forth with their memory. I'm not sure exactly how he was doing that, but he was.
There we go. Oh, so that's very cool. Yeah, keep going.
He's on, and there's one more person who I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't the Kevin person, was it?
No, not on this one.
Okay, and you also told me about a panel you're going to be doing. Yes, folks, we do a little tiny bit in the green room. And I love the title of it, which is How Epic is Epic, because I think we hear that term a lot now. So what's this panel going to be about? Honestly, this is awesome.
My original idea was, a lot of books turn into series or turn into trilogies, 4 books, 6 books, whatever. And how do you decide what makes? I consider them epics when they do that.
Mhm.
How do you decide what makes it epic?
Mhm.
How do you
How many
decide
books is it, or how?
when a book
Yeah.
needs to be more than one or two? You know,
I
and
think I love that because I think there is that. I do like it when something ends. There are,
Mhm.
and I'll give it not on yours, but it's Stephen King. I love it when Stephen King just his books end, right? And you might see some
Yeah.
characters later, but that story is done. And
Right.
I like that. But I also like stories that continue because someone has now gotten me into the honor. I am so sorry. That's my yappy little dog, y'all. I'll show him off later. I'll give a picture to John. He loves me a lot. But yeah, so whatever. But he's also very, very, very protective. So if he hears like a leaf outside, all of a sudden he's thinking like that. But I like the Honor Harrington series and I like the Expanse series. I like how those go. Now, I think all of us can talk about, well, at what point do you end an epic? But yeah, so I like that part of it. So, and there's another part of this panel too. So I'm going to be quiet.
Well, I'm sure they'll get into how they know to end it.
Okay.
I hope they do anyway. If not, I'll just have to do another panel next year.
When the
How
hell
to end
do
this
I
panel
end
about
it?
how to end the panel about ending panels on the
Yeah,
ending books.
there you go, John. See,
It's an ongoing panel that never finds an actual ending, which is much like the books that we're talking about, never finds an ending.
This is the song that
that
never
never
ends.
ends.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the words to it, but it's the song that never ends. Or we could all sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall, but I shall.
But-
I've already
But
given
we will not.
Let's
Thank you.
not
but I've
do
given
that.
everybody that earworm, so we will stop.
Yes, you have, and I really appreciate it.
Sorry, at 11:30
you.
tonight.
You know
I love you too. And at 11:30 tonight, when Sue walks up, she's gonna be like, "Leigh, I hate you so much." Okay, so now one of the things I love about all of the literature panels is there are a lot of authors that come to Dragon.
There are.
And it's wonderful now that you can find them in the app. But who are some people that are new authors that I won't have heard of because I have a stack of books I need to read. So yeah.
Well, I have already mentioned her, Joelle Presby.
Mm-hmm.
She is she writes hard science fiction.
Mm.
And she was in the Navy for a while. I'm not sure what area.
Right.
She and as I said, she lived in West Africa for a while, and she knows the culture in the area. And her first book is really, really dynamite. She's also had short stories in a number of Baen anthologies.
Oh, okay.
One of them is the latest Honor Harrington anthology, which only has 4 stories in it, but one of them's by David Weber, so it takes up. No.
Okay.
I can say that because David, we're related. So.
Really? Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
I did not know that. Is he coming?
Yes, he is.
Oh, awesome. Because
Sure, may not be, but he will be.
He will be. That is very, very cool. So, what was Presby's book? You just
it's spelled Dabare, Dabare Snake Launcher.
Okay, that just sounds interesting.
Yes.
No, I like the name of it no matter what. It's kind of those, I walk around a bookstore sometimes and I'm like, oh, that looks good. That's how my child picked up The Martian. He was like, oh, Mom. I'm like, sure, looks good.
Sure.
Read it.
Yeah.
He didn't learn any new words in it, y'all. I know there's a lot of cursing in that book. He learned nothing new. And I'm totally, absolutely blaming my husband.
Hey. Might as well.
He's not on the podcast to blame. So who else? You got this woman sounds amazing, but who else?
A couple of we've got a whole ton of lit RPG writers coming.
Oh.
And I'm not totally familiar with lit RPG, but I am doing a panel called The Mini Worlds of Lit RPG because there are apparently a whole bunch of subgenres, I guess, inside lit RPG.
Okay.
A guy named Dakota Kraut, Krout, and KT Hannah. Those are initials, KT HANNA. Are both going to be on that panel for me, and some others that I'm not totally familiar with, but I've met both of them before. So
that is awesome. I love it. And no, I did not know at all you were related to him when I brought up Honor Harrington. So
I used to be married to David's brother, so David's older brother. So
well, you still like each other, so that's wonderful. Yay!
We both kept the in-laws. Is what we said.
I like that. I like that. My mother said that if we ever broke up, she was keeping my husband. So hey, I'd keep him too.
But anyway.
John, what are you doing?
But then if you broke up, what you? Never mind.
I know. All right, we wouldn't break up. So now, also, you just we talked about it a little tiny bit, and we said the Dragon Awards.
Yes.
This is for newbies.
Growl.
This is for everybody. Growl. No, they don't growl. They burn fire and stuff, and then they make cute little. They roar.
Oh, you know what?
Cute little.
You know what? Maybe your dragons do. I can have my own kind of dragons. Doesn't matter.
Have your own kind of dragon.
There are all kinds of dragons out there.
There are all kinds of dragons. That is true. And okay, but the Dragon Awards, you kind of mentioned them, and nominations have ended. You can find about the Dragon Awards. They are on the DragonCon website. But Sue, can you give us kind of an overview of what are the DragonCon Awards?
The Dragon Awards are for works that the fans nominate and vote on. It's not a publisher's award. It's not like an organization award, except I suppose insofar as it's being awarded at DragonCon.
Right.
So anybody can vote as long as you register. You don't have to be a member of DragonCon to do it.
Nope.
And I urge everyone, if they have a book that they really want to see, awarded, to register and vote.
That is very, very cool. Also, just to let people know that if you go to the DragonCon site, dragoncon.org/awards, you will be able to see where the start of it is, and then it'll go through. Now, right now, the nominations process ended, but you can still sign up. As Sue just said, you don't even have to be a DragonCon member, but you can still sign up to vote. And I think that's really important because, as we talk about all the time, DragonCon is by the fans for the fans. And that's a really, the fans nominate. You nominated something that you just love, not from your track director perspective, but just from, hey, I like it.
And I did that before I think it was before I even started planning the track.
And John just brought up, if you're watching this podcast, as I could say, he brought up the site where it is, and there's all this. There is also a list, and that's one of the things I give to people when they're, my niece actually, when people say, what should I read next? And I'm like, you know what? Here's the Dragon Awards. Here are the recipients that came in 2019. Bingo, look at that. What have you read and not read and things like that. So I think that's really a great resource.
I think it's a great resource for things you should read or things you would like to read,
Well, and I also think it's really great with the awards too, is there is a mix. There's a buku of nominations. No, there's a buku of categories. Sorry, that word.
Yeah.
And so you can find something that's hard science. You can find something that's high fantasy. There's buku, which is great. So that's really good. And you nominate people. That's great. So we know you nominated Presby. Did you nominate anybody else, or do you know other nominations?
In the alt history category. There's a book called The Crossing by Kevin Eikenberry, which covers Washington crossing the Delaware. But what makes it alt history is that a group of cadets from West Point find themselves suddenly at that time.
Like Wait,
They're
a group of
transported back current day group of cadets from West Point.
oh my.
Find them. They're on a training mission, I think. And Kevin will kill me if I get this wrong. But and they find themselves transported back to right before the time of the crossing.
That I like time travel stories. I know some people are like, no, it's too many. It's too that. I love them. I love all history and both time travel, so I'm all good with that. Yeah, but you were about to say, I'm sorry, Sue. I feel like
that's all right. The big thing I think was Kevin's talked about. He had talked to Eric Flint before he passed about what he wanted to do with the book and so forth. You know the old story about Washington throwing a coin across the Delaware.
That's an old story, yeah, but I've never ever figured out.
What if that coin was a modern day quarter?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh, that sounds. Ooh. Yeah. I like
Kevin
that.
Kevin does his research. He knows his history. It's really, really well written.
That's going to be so much fun. I love it. I love that idea. Okay, and that's in all history, so that's really good too. That's a great group to be with as well. Now, are there any things that you, on the very little bit of tiny time that happens for you to have some maybe? Oh, I want to go see this panel or see this person or whatever. See this concert. Who are you looking forward to?
Well, if I can stay up late at night, I think I'm going to finally get to see a Crook Shadows concert. If I can make myself stay up late enough. Yeah, I've heard their music. Yeah, I've listened to their music.
I mean, if you've walked through DragonCon on that level, you've heard Crook Shadows music.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. But I understand the concert is an actual experience.
It's an experience, and it's late at night. I hear.
And it's very late at night. Yeah.
No.
I probably won't make it, but
you can try.
I suppose it depends on your perspective. It could be early in the morning.
That's true. Yeah. That's
true. I think they start at like 2:00, don't they? Something like that. 2 a.m.
Like that. Yeah.
I don't check your DragonCon guide, folks, but I'm pretty sure that's around the time that they start.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somebody in our audience will know as well what time they typically start.
And always remember the schedule is not set in stone until after it's happened.
Exactly. And even then, you might have missed something. So you never know.
Yeah, maybe. Good. Yeah.
Okay. So that's really good. And we do have a question from the audience, and I like it. Is Pern, the Anne McCafferty books, is that under sci-fi lit, fantasy lit?
It is currently under sci-fi lit because, as Anne said, the dragons on Pern are science fiction. And if you read enough of the series, you know that they were kind of gene engineered, so that makes sense.
Okay. Well, sorry, John. Yeah.
I was just complaining about that guy Gene. He's always making things up and made these stupid dragons. Anyway, go on. It was my dad. It was one of a series of dad jokes I provide here for the podcast.
There you go.
We are doing a Pern panel.
Oh, okay.
I would like to do more, but since sci-fi lit has to cover so much, it's difficult. Yeah.
Are there?
I've never seen a science fiction literature book ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
We know, John.
You're telling me there's whole sections of bookstores so just dedicated to just that one subject? No, get out of here. You're crazy. You don't have that much to cover. It's Pern and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's all it is. Those two things. I don't even know if you have Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, to be honest with you.
You never read those either?
Oh no! Of course, I've read the whole Hitchhiker series. I am a proper nerd. Yes, I am. Yes, I am alive. I do bleed green. So
yes, they're
like everybody else, right?
Like sure.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Sometimes purple. It depends on the day. Okay, so Sue, that's great. You're gonna try to go to a show in the middle of the night. My son loves the raves. Every year he'll stay up all night and then crash very, very late because he'll then know he'll then volunteer or something, and then he crashes. He loves it. He loves the raves, and he loves going to them. And I'm just like, I don't know where you got that, because that's not from Mama and Dada. That is
He's a much younger fellow.
He is a much younger.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is, which
Yeah.
is kind of amazing. When you think of where, you and I've known each other for 20 plus years. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so Leigh is like this, her own bit of science fiction literature that she's only 30 and her kid is 23. So, I mean, that's it's amazing. Well, actually, I suppose it's possible. Lee's actually 19 and her kid is 23. There we go.
I'll go with 30.
Sadly,
you know what?
sadly the other one's possible.
Yeah, true. I got way too much gray in my hair anymore to try for 30. I'll try for 40 in a minute. I'd try for 40. So, okay, but all right, that's great. Are there any, I mean, a lot of people have said they'll be there. I don't usually get really excited about the authors until about 2 weeks before, just in case. Not the authors, I'm sorry, the actors, but is there anything else you're really looking forward to that you know?
I just heard that Tom Cavanaugh is coming back.
He is on the list, Tom Cavanaugh.
And I missed him the last time he was there.
So
I am going to do my best to see him either on a panel or in the Walk of Fame, whichever I can manage.
That would be very cool.
Because I loved him on The Flash.
Yes, a lot of people did, because he was a good guy who turned out to be a bad guy, and it was kind of fun. Didn't he? No, wait, that's not. Yeah, no, that was.
Yeah.
No, you're right. He was Reverse Flash and also a good guy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And all sorts of different Harrison Welleses throughout the multiverse. I really like that.
Yeah. It's
all a multiverse. Somebody.
I liked him on Ed. I actually watched Ed I did too.
Oh, that's how I found him.
I did not. I'm afraid I did not. I'll have to.
And I don't even know if Ed's anywhere now on like streaming. There are so many streaming things.
That's a good question. Well, it's got to be like on the free
like Freevee or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, possibly.
But yeah.
Okay, so Sue, we're gonna move over to the game in a minute because I think we've hit everything. Oh, wanted to say, Charity, you said you have something going on that you might. This is a trying out stuff. Can you tell anybody about it or no?
I don't want to talk about it until I figure out whether it's actually going to work or not. But yeah, I'll be coordinating with the charity director.
Very cool. Yeah, that's always awesome.
Yeah,
I bet it will. I'm sure there's a way to get it to work.
We will be taking any donations, as most tracks do, or all tracks probably will. We'll have our little donation bucket, and you are welcome to drop as much or as little money as you'd like in there.
Yes.
Every little bit helps.
And again, let's remember with these charities, because I know you're going to get really tired after 50 days of this or however many podcasts we do. But the great thing about it is that all of this money goes to them. And it's direct from you to them. And it's also, it's also just a really great, it just helps, and I saw something today that said, do a little kindness every day. If your kindness is that you're going to drop some coins in the bucket because it'll make noise, because that's really cool too, do it. Have fun with that. Do the bucket and just take those, I always say at the end of con, last panel you're in, if there's still, usually about noon, but about the 11:30 panel, if you're flying out, you can't carry that change. You're going to have to put it in the box and it's a mess.
And who's really accepting cash anymore besides, DragonCon buckets?
Right.
So even that cash that you have on you, just throw that in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with that, John. That's an excellent.
It makes a nice sound.
Yeah, it does. It makes a really awesome.
That's a sound.
Yep.
I don't know if that sound. Hey, now's the ASMR part of the show. We're gonna be dropping money in buckets now.
Okay. That will be our background noise. That would be our background noise, John. There we go. All right.
It is time to play games, Sue. Sue, you ready to play a game?
Let me go over there.
Yep.
And,
Sue,
okay,
we're gonna play
as Sue gets ready, we're going to be playing Fibbage 4 as we have been for the last several times we played a game here. Those that are watching live can go over to jackbox.tv if you wish to play. We probably will. We have up to 8 players that can play. We'll of course have 2 here, and let me share with you what the room code is. It's FRDR. And I'll just check with our folks. You guys can hear the music now, right?
I can hear it. It's a little quiet. So.
Okay. I can increase that in just a second. It gets louder too.
Oh,
in a minute,
no. Oh, that's fine.
FRDR if you wish to join.
If you wish to join.
If you're listening to this, it's too late. We've already played the game. Right. Unless, of course, you know how to time travel, in which case it's possible that,
Tell me
you
now.
know. Yeah.
Well, I love, as I said, I love time travel. So I love the idea of a time turner that like each one is an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Because then it would be like, okay, all I'm trying to do now is get my current self ready to go. So I should have started an hour ago. So I need to go back an hour and do that.
Yeah.
And then hide so I don't like see myself. It would all work out because I fell asleep and was probably napping. All right, we're about to start. Yay.
Yep. Woo-hoo! Here we go.
Hi, I'm Cookie, and you're about to play Fibbage 4, brought to you by Snorkelpuss, mysterious he-lord of the oceans. Uh-oh, a gang of trivia game street toughs. I don't want any trouble, let's just get through this game and nobody has to get hurt. And if you're watching, you can join the audience at any time. Audience members earn points of their own by spotting the truth and tricking the players. Let's go. This is round 1. You'll get.
I love it when it does that. I don't know why it does that.
And you'll score 1,000 for finding the truth.
Ooh. I need to find the truth. I did not do well last time.
A New Zealand man made history by discovering what he believed was the world's largest blank, which he promptly named Doug. Now, use your device to enter a lie that might deceive your fellow players. If you're stuck, that Lie For Me button will help you out, but you'll only earn half the points. What are you waiting for? Go!
Well, I can't get in.
Me neither.
Do a refresh. It'll let me back in.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
A New Zealand man made history by discovering what he believed was the world's largest blank, which he promptly named Doug, because apparently he doesn't like a guy named Doug.
Right.
Or maybe he does like a guy named Doug. I don't know. All right, we got everybody in. There we go.
There we go.
And these are your choices. Pick the one that looks true on your device.
Okay, a New Zealand man made history by discovering what he believed was the world's largest blank, which he promptly named Doug. Was it chicken, kiwi, fish, bush, potato, rabbit, fossilized poop, platypus, or dingo? What was the world's largest thing? Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense in New Zealand. A little bit. Fossilized poop was Lee's lie, and Sue fell for it. Sue.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Kiwi gathered Leigh and Sarah, but that was Mighty Bill's lie.
That was a good lie.
Fish, Aruka Grace, I think that is, fell for Steve's lie, which was fish. Platypus, which was Sue's lie, which gathered 3 people.
And it was also...
Oh, and Sarah Rose also said the same thing. Oh. Ah. Potato, which was the truth, and the only person that found it was Steve.
Because it was
those damn Canadians.
Kind of like how I'm named Cookie because I track your personal information whenever you play Fibbage.
Good to know, Cookie. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Cookie. Yeah, everybody's got our information.
But I just presumed that was happening. I didn't need you to tell me.
Yeah. I've given up. Everybody knows my stuff.
Remember
it's broadcasting on.
Boston Globe film critic sure does. His scathing review of the film was titled with 4 simple words.
Uh-oh.
Enter your
dear.
lies now.
Here we go, Sarah. It's your time to shine.
Oh gosh. I read this.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, remember Katz? The Boston Globe film critic sure does. His scathing review of the film was titled with 4 simple words. Blank. Need 4 simple words, not difficult words. Not words that are complicated. Not words that you might find in some of the books that Sue has as part of her track. These are simple words. 4 of them.
And
Not
that's why
3.
I love reading stuff. Stop it. That's why I love reading
And one
stuff
less than
on
5.
Kindle. So if I don't know the word, it'll look it up and tell me. And I go,
Oh no! Somebody! I think Steve just got in at the last second.
Now, which
Right.
one's the truth?
All right, so those 4 simple words are possibly clean the litter box, should give you pause, should give you, I get it. Oh God, my eyes, cats have no lives, too many buttholes, it's 4 thumbs due. I'm not sure what that means.
4 thumbs down, probably. Yeah.
Oh, down. Oh, yes. Somebody didn't type it fast enough. Not worth the time. Not enough buttholes.
Okay.
Show me the butthole. I think everyone had a. Anyway. Should give you pause was Sue's lie. Brilliant, by the way.
That is a good
Brilliant. Clean the litter box was Lee's lie. Powell family fell for that.
one. Thank you, pal family.
Too many buttholes was Sarah Rose's lie, and Leigh and Steve fell for that.
I think it's a great line, though.
Not enough buttholes. Iuka Grace fell for Mighty Bill's lie. Oh God, my eyes. Was the truth? And Mighty Bill found it.
Jackbox games take pleasure in reminding you of the many nightmarish moments of cats. Remember when Rebel Wilson unzipped her skin suit and ate a tiny dancing cockroach with a human face? Of course you do.
Did that happen? Because I've never seen the movie. Did that really
I've never
happen?
seen the movie either.
I tried
Because-
to watch the movie and it was so painful I couldn't.
Because if it
honestly
did,
could not.
I might actually go watch the film. Sarah Rose and Mighty Bill are in a head-to-head battle right now.
Awesome. Cookies VHS? Oh no. This
Oh,
is
no.
bad.
Watch closely. This will be on the test.
Gentlemen, the Diddlebark.
Ain't he wonderful?
Here's to innocence.
Lovely. Just like velvet. What was that yelling? Did you hear something just then?
The movie is The Sin of Harold Diddlebach. The sin Harold commits is partying a little too hard and waking up in possession of blank. Okay, enter those lies.
No, wait.
The souls of many dead bunnies. The movie is The Sin of Harold Diddlebach. The sin Harold commits is partying a little too hard and waking up in possession of blank.
I am actually going to look and see if this movie is somewhere.
I
If you
think we
find
were
it,
talking.
will you let me know?
Mm-hmm. I will let everybody know if I find it. Diddlebach. That is hilarious. That's a great name.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, these are the choices.
All right, the choices for the sin that of partying a little too hard and waking up in possession of a piece of lingerie, a tail, a head, a good fortune in search of a wife, the devil, a circus, a wife, the Book of the Dead, or a demon. In the movie is The Sin of Harold Diddlebach. The sin Harold commits is partying a little too hard and waking up in possession of one of the things I just listed. Okay, a piece of lingerie. Mighty Bill fell for that, which is Sue's lie.
Good lie.
It says something a little bit about Mighty Bill, I think. The Book of the Dead is Steve's lie. He
I
gathered
like
up
that
two.
one though. Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
A wife. Steve fell for the Pals family lie.
Ah.
Aha.
A tail. Leigh and Sue fell for Sarah Rose's lie.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I was
darn.
hoping.
The devil. The devil. Is Lee's lie, and Pal family fell for that one.
Okay.
Should have picked this.
A circus.
How in heaven's name did I ever get a circus? Lucky Leopold give it to you instead of the dough you won from him. Wild Bill Hitchcock lost his circus to him. Then I did win on Bertha B. Oh, sure, for all the good it done you.
That is hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah.
And waking up with a circus would be very bad.
I wake up with a circus every day, so I'm not sure why, that seems that funny or that sinful. No, maybe that says something about me.
And I think Sue and Sarah Rose are still really
Where
close.
all point values are doubled.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Get a
Neat
load of
point.
this one. Due to pesky thieves, the Vancouver Park Board keeps having to replace the sign marking the awesomely named blank park. Submit your lies now.
I'm trying to think.
Due to pesky thieves, the Vancouver Park Board keeps having to replace the sign marking the awesomely named blank park. Now, I do know we have
Know
a
that.
Canadian
I
in the office,
actually-
at least one Canadian in the office.
And I have actually visited that park.
Oh.
And I can't, think I might have it, but I don't remember.
Well, you want a lie that's at least close to it.
Yeah.
Someone will fall for it.
Close. Yeah.
I think if you actually put in the right answer, it tells you, no, well, congratulations, you got the right answer, but yeah, we can't take it anyway.
Yeah. Well, you could, I don't know.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Everybody?
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, somebody was typing. So the possible answers are the awesomely named blank park, Spork Park, Squirrel Nuts Park, Hoser Park, Maple Syrup Park, Darth Vader Park, Skee Ball Park, Dude Chillin' Park, the Bee Park, or Dubby Park. Doobie Park.
I love Hoser. Whoever came up with that one, that's a great one.
Spork,
yeah.
Squirrel Nuts. I think I might have forgot to turn on the longer timer for
Okay,
the
how's
streaming.
you?
Squirrel Nuts was Lee's lie, capturing 3 people who know no better. Darth Vader Park was Jackbox's lie. I think
that
that
was a
somebody
good one.
somebody didn't enter in. Dude Chilling was the truth. Dude.
It's called that because of a nearby statue of a dude chilling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, that's cool. I would be stealing that sign all the time as well.
Probably. Yeah.
Not, but vandalism is bad.
don't do that.
Don't do that. Yes.
No.
Lee's in the lead with Sue right behind now.
So it's in the
Oh
news.
wow. Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh no.
Remarkable headline from NPR. This musician's unlike
Sarah's phone
partner,
froze.
blank. Write your lies now.
A remarkable headline from NPR. This musician's unlikely debut partner? Blank.
Duet partner.
Oh, duet partner.
Duet
Sorry.
partner.
You're right. Again, as I mentioned before, I don't read. But one would assume I could read duet and have it translate and come out of my mouth. See it in my eyeballs, go to my brain, and come out of my mouth, but apparently not. Remarkable headline from NPR. This musician's unlikely duet partner? Blank.
Spot the truth.
Was it Belly Button, Chat GPT, the last harpsichord player alive, a goat, Justin Trudeau, the Golden Gate Bridge, your mom, Cat, or Lady Gaga? Who is this musician's unlikely debut duet partner? I'm gonna read duet for the rest of my life as debut.
Let's see what
That's
you
all right.
picked.
The last harpsichord player alive was Allie's lie, and somebody fell for it. I think it was Sue.
Sue fell for it.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau was Lee's lie and captured a person,
Woohoo!
fooled a person. Cat fooled 2 people, and that was Sue's lie. And your mom, Steve, fell for Mighty Bill's lie.
Mom, dude.
Lady Gaga was Sarah Rose's lie and caught Leigh.
Oh,
Or
wow.
fooled Leigh, I suppose.
You did fool me.
A goat.
A goat? That's the truth? No.
Well, oh no! Was
Another lie.
Iruka Grace's
Oh,
lie.
wow. What the heck?
The Golden Gate Bridge was the truth.
Really?
The wind passing through the bridge produces eerie tones, making it
It
kind
does.
of the Lady Gaga of the infrastructure world.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of out of left field.
That's, yeah.
Okay. Moving.
Woo! Yeah.
Sue's in the lead.
Okay, listen up.
Woohoo!
The PSTC is a nonprofit organization in North America fiercely dedicated to improving the quality of blank. All right.
Leigh, do you actually know the answer to this?
No, I don't, but this is a bad thing.
The PSTC is a nonprofit organization in North America fiercely dedicated to improving the quality of PG-13 appropriate answers. The PSTC is a nonprofit organization in North America fiercely dedicated to improving the quality of blank.
Do I have any time left? I don't know. Yep. All right, there we go. I
Yeah,
don't know
the
what it
extended
is.
timers on. I think it's going too fast for a few
That's
people.
all right. But I'm just like, oof.
Okay, here you go.
I already see one of the answers and it makes me giggle. The PSTC is a nonprofit organization in North America fiercely dedicated to improving the quality of blank. Styrofoam, carpet, pies sitting tilted on counters. Pies sitting tilted on counters. Okay. Pacific salmon trapping, water, weed, tape, paranormal activities, Pure Streams Tinkle Creeks. Pure Streams Tinkle Creeks. All right, paranormal encounters. Sarah Rose fell for Steve's lie.
Good lie, Steve.
Pacific salmon trapping was Powell
Go
family's
for it.
lie. Gathering
Good
up three
one.
people
I did fall for
in
that
her,
one.
That's a good
in her
one,
web
yeah,
of
go for
lies. Weed, which was the one that made me giggle, was Mighty Bill's lie, because Mighty Bill and I unfortunately have the same thought process. Or fortunately, who depends? Yeah. A pie sitting tilted on counters was Allie's lie and gathered in two people. Tape was the truth, and Mighty Bill
Right.
The sticky
Found it.
kind, not my mixtapes. No one can improve that.
Really?
I have no idea what that is, so I'm trying to come up with what that would be. So yeah, we're gonna have a
Let's see where we at.
all right,
Mighty Bill sneaked into the lead.
yes. And Stu and I are close behind though.
Yeah.
It all comes down to this, the final
Uh-oh.
fibbage. A two-part question worth triple points.
Oh.
No pressure. A Texas man was sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing $1.2 million worth of blank. And in 2019, NOAA warned that it is dangerous for humans to consume blank. Now, you're going to write one lie that sounds like it might fit in either of these two blanks.
Oh.
That's double the chance to fool your fellow players.
The example.
And if
Oh
it's
my.
believable enough to get picked for both blanks, I'll send a bonus your way. Got all that? I'll give you a little extra time on this one, so don't freak out.
The example given was raisins. So we have two questions. The first one is, in 2019, NOAA warned that it's dangerous for humans to consume blank. And the other one is, a Texas man was sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing $1.2 million worth of blank. One answer that could fit in either.
Halfway mark, by the way.
We're keeping up with this timing though. It's not. I don't think it's.
Yeah.
It's pushing us a little bit, but it's not that bad. Whee!
Okay, here are your choices. These questions have two different truths, so for now, just pay attention to this one. Select the truth for just this question now.
Currently, the contestants are seeking the correct answer for the 2019 NOAA warned that it's dangerous for humans to consume blank. But the possible answers for both are seahorses, bleach, ammunition, barbecue, wild-caught trout, porpoise milk. Again, don't read. Or purpose milk. Purposely porpoise milk. Cabbages, Diet Coke, fajitas, and tuna. Technically, both will have a different correct answer.
Okay,
but,
now it's this blank's time to shine.
Now they
truth for just this question now.
Now they're picking the one for a Texas man was sentenced to 50 years in prison for stealing $1.2 million worth of blank. Again, possible answers are seahorse, bleach, ammunition, barbecue, wild-caught trout, porpoise milk, it's just porpoise milk, cabbages, Diet Coke, fajitas, or tuna.
Moments of truth.
Here we go. Wild-caught trout caught was Allie's lie and got a double deception.
Doubling up.
Good job.
Doubled up. Cabbages was a lie. That was Sue's lie and caught one person.
Good one,
for
Sue.
Texas Man.
Thank you.
Barbecue was Mighty Bill's lie.
You got
And that was for humans to consume barbecue. Diet Coke. Caught both sides. Is going to get a bonus. That's Sarah and Rose's lie.
All right.
Lateral
job.
thinking.
I really did think that
Wow.
was
That wrapped in several people on both sides. Ammunition. Caught two people in Steve's lie.
Steve, you only said that because it was Texas.
Yeah.
Seahorses. Caught Sarah Rose. In their web of deceit was Pal's family lie.
That was a good one.
Fajitas. It's dangerous for humans to consume fajitas. Is the truth!
Oh.
For the Texas man was sentenced for stealing. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right, I got to back this up real quick. It's dangerous for humans to consume.
Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration advised against porpoise milk, and I advise against fajitas that have been seasoned by crime.
So the Texas man was
Go, John.
arrested for stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas, and you're not allowed to drink porpoise milk. Sarah Rose is the winner!
Yay! I was wondering, like, the NOA was like... I was like...
And Leigh got 13 likes.
And I got 13. Thank you. I like likes. Likes make me happy. Awesome. This was so much fun. All right, now, Sue, we haven't really gone into this. Where is your track located?
Our track is in Embassy A and B in the Hyatt Hotel International Tower. If you go from the lobby, you go down 2 levels, and we're right there.
Right. And if you go down from the lobby, the International Tower is the one that will be on, this is what hand? This is my right hand. You go to the right. There's a little hallway that you go down. Yes. And then you go down 2 levels, and it's right there. So yay on that. And so then where will do you know where the authors will be signing, or?
They will be signing it's called the Overlook. It's in the Westin.
Okay.
I believe they used to have some gaming there. I'm not a gamer particularly, so I'm not sure.
Yes.
It's where they used to have bands playing there. Now they're using it as an audience, as a author signing area. Yeah.
All right, that's great. And Sue, where are you on the social media webbies thing?
We are at DragonCon Sci-Fi Literature on Facebook. And you can contact me directly at sci-fi-lit@dragoncon.org.
There you go. Awesome. And y'all sign up for those awards so you can vote.
Yeah.
And and do that. And then also read some of the books, because you might have already read them, but maybe you're going to look at something and go, oh, I didn't know that was out by that author.
Yeah.
So that is very cool. All right, Sue.
My understanding is that reading is fundamental.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I learned that somewhere, and then never followed their instructions.
And then never did it.
Well, again, Sue, thank you for taking time out of your busy time of the year with all DragonCon
Oh.
prep and whatnot. I'm sure your schedule is 100% locked down now, so really, it's good that you've done that.
Sure.
Oh, but
So-
John.
Until next time. Yeah. So until next time, for Sue and Leigh, this is John saying, "Oops." And Leigh, what were you going to say?
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
Bye.
Bye. John, when you said that locked the